Hi everyone, this is Legendary R, and this time I'm going to do another Beyblade X video. And this video will be for the review of the Mandalorian and Moff Gideon. This actually used to be an unboxing video, but when I tried to basically transfer over the file to my computer, it got corrupted, so here we are. I'm actually recording on my old phone too. I'll probably just up the resolution by the time it makes it to YouTube, so that way you won't tell the difference. But hopefully everything is okay. Either way, we have these two Beyblades, and I'm going to basically go over the parts, and then after I go over the parts and the little entry launcher, then we'll go from there. So let's begin the video. Before we get started, I want to say, if you want to support this channel and get Beyblades for yourself, please go to some of the links in the description. Some of the links lead you to Beyblade sites like Mall of Toys and Bays and Bricks. And for all those links, they're actually meant to kind of support the community, and you can also support the channel in the process whenever you buy from those sites. So if you want to support me in a financial way, you can use my coupon code or click the links in the description. The coupon code is called the Legendary R. 5% off on Mall of Toys, 7% off on Bays and Bricks, and 10% off on bulk dominoes. So if you want any of those things, then feel free to go to the links in the description, or just basically use those coupon codes at checkout for those discounts. And if you want to support me in a non-financial way, you can like, comment, share, subscribe. All things help a lot. So thank you, I appreciate it. And my new subscriber goal, since we reached 3,000 subscribers recently, thank you so much for that. I'm on to my next goal, which is 4,000 subscribers. So let's get to it. And now, let's continue the video. Okay, so now that you're back, I will basically start with the parts for Moff Gideon. Okay, so for Moff Gideon, the blade is Moff Gideon. I know nothing about Star Wars in terms of the new stuff. I know a little bit about the old stuff, so I don't know who Moff Gideon is, but I know that the design of it is based on Scythe Incendia or Hell Scythe. So yeah, you can even tell from the back they have the same plastic. And here's the QR code if you want to scan it. That's about all I could say. One thing I did notice is that this Beyblade is actually really off balance. So if you wanted a Scythe Incendio that's lighter and more off balance, then I'd say go for this, but I don't recommend it. I think just having Scythe Incendio is way better than this, to be honest. I don't really see this having a place in the meta at all. Here is the Ratchet. The Ratchet is 380. 380 originally came out on Knight Shield or Helm Knight, but this one actually has purple for the outside of the Ratchet, and then the inside of the Ratchet is a black color. It looks like a solid black, but it's actually translucent black. For some reason, all these collaborations keep on coming with they commonly just come with one of the 4 Beyblades, and also the for some reason the Ratchets are always purple and black for one of them. But there you go, purple and black. 380 is actually a good part competitively, but you don't really want to be at a taller height. So 80 height is okay when you have 3 sides, but I would rather have a 360 or 370 whenever 70 height comes out. Only because 80 heights are the ones that burst more, and they're easier to tip over. Here is the bit. The bit is called Needle. Needle originally came out on Knight Shield, once again. And Needle is actually not used in the meta at all because it got outclassed. And even for Hasbro, I think Needle probably has uses, but I'm pretty sure most people are using Ball or Point more than actually using Needle. So yeah, that's just my idea. But that is Moff Gideon. When you put it all together, it looks interesting. I will say this though, the color for Needle this is probably the only way to get this specific color for needle. So if you really wanted it, then this is the only way to get this specific color. Okay, next Beyblade is the Mandalorian. Once again, I still don't know anything about Star Wars, but I think the Mandalorian is actually a Disney Plus show. So, if you're one of those people that have Disney Plus and like the Mandalorian, then you might enjoy this. Who knows? It's up to you. It's really up to you. Here's the blade, which is a Mandalorian. This one is actually based on Claw Leon, or Leon Claw. And this is a QR code if you want to scan it. The black for this is actually transparent, which is interesting because Leon Claw actually does have black plastic too. I think this one's more transparent though. But it is interesting design, I'll say that much. There's actually, if you look closer, it actually looks like there's guns on, no, not guns. It looks like there's little bullets on it. So yeah, that's really unique. I've never seen like a Beyblade with bullets on it before. I guess this will ever be the closest we have to a bullet Beyblade. And now here is the Ratchet. The Ratchet is 360. You can't go wrong with 360. It's basically one of the best Ratchets in the entire game, alongside 960. And for this one, it's basically an all black color. So if you want an all black 360, then this is one of the ways to get one. I'm not sure there are other all black 360s as of right now, but this is probably one of the few ways to get an all black 360 if you really wanted it. Then here is the bit, which is Point. Point originally came out on Claw Leon, And here's the bit, which is Flat. Flat originally came out in Drawn Sword, so this is basically using a Drawn Sword combo, or Sword Drawn combo. And then, yeah, Flat is basically one of the best parts in terms of attack. Flat is basically an easier to get version of Rush in a way, except for Rush has more stamina than Flat does, basically. Flat is more aggressive overall, and there's also Low Flat, which is also another good option. So this is basically like the third best bit in terms of attack. But either way, I still feel like Flat does have its uses and it's actually pretty good for what it does. But that's the whole Beyblade put together. And now I'm going to go over the entry launcher really quick. So for the entry launcher, these are basically just collector's items at this point. It does have Star Wars on it, the Star Wars logo, so that's why I say it's a collector's item. But in terms of competitive use, there basically is none, because if you try to compare it to a normal launcher, the spin of it just isn't there, and the strength just isn't there either. So yeah, you can actually tell because it's so small that they didn't even bother trying to make it compatible with any kind of launcher grip, which launcher grip would go here, or it's not even compatible with the Bay Battle Pass, which is this thing. And if you really wanted this thing, then it can't even connect to it. So yeah, this is not even worth it. But I will show a little bit of a comparison, that way you can kind of get an idea of the difference. So 3, 2, 1, light rip. Okay, so you might think that's pretty fast, but it's only doing, it's 4. This is 4th extreme dash. But as you can tell, it's kind of slow, a little bit slow. Let's see how this does with the string launcher. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Yeah, you could tell it just has a lot more power. 3, 4. It didn't go to 5, but you can just tell from the beginning there was a lot more power. It was like a burst of speed, and then it just kept on going really strong. Like even now it's going on strong. So I feel like the entry launcher just isn't worth it. But because that was already a test spin, let's do a test spin for Moff Gideon. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Okay, Moff Gideon. As it slows down, we'll see that it's wobbling. Yeah, now you can see it. It's wobbling. It's trying to regain its balance. So yeah, it's actually off balance, and unfortunately so. I guess you know what, we'll just do one. We'll just do one battle against Gale Wyvern, and then we'll basically. So basically, I'll battle both Beyblades against Gale Wyvern or Wyvern Gale, and then I'll battle them against each other. So here's Gale Wyvern or Wyvern Gale, and his first opponent will be Moff Gideon. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! By the way, this is Gale Wyvern's original combo, so even though it's a recolor, wow. Okay, I was gonna say, even though it's a recolor, this is still its original combo, so 580 gear ball, all the parts are still there. But that was an overfinish for Gale Wyvern. Next battle is the Mandalorian versus Gale Wyvern. 3, 2, 1, let it rip! Three, two, one, let it rip. Whoa. Okay. I actually forgot to mention that 360 flat is basically the kind of like the standard if you want to make a good attack type. Gale Wyvern takes that round with a spin finish. But that's what I was going to say, was that 360 flat is basically the standard if you want to make a good attack type combo. So yeah, feel free to do that if you want to, but the Mandalorian just didn't hit hard enough from what I could tell. I might do it again just to make sure it's even. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Okay, I'm trying to make sure that everything is even, but yeah, as you could tell. Okay. Yeah, I might have launched wrong the first time. The Mandalorian took that round with a spin finish. Okay, now, the battle that you've all been waiting for. The Mandalorian versus Moff Gideon. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Whoa, okay. The Mandalorian takes that round with an overfinish. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Whoa. Okay, really big hits. And Moff Gideon takes that round with a spin finish. 3, 2, 1, let it rip. Whoa. Big hits from the Mandalorian. Let's see who wins. Come down to stamina, and the Mandalorian takes that round with a spin finish. So, what did I think of the Mandalorian and Moff Gideon 2-pack? Well, I feel like, well, just keep in mind that in the US, they basically have different prices for different things, and for this particular pack, basically all the collaboration packs, they are $25, whereas a normal dual pack like this would be $15. So you're basically paying $10 more for either the entry launcher, or you could say that you're paying $10 for the collaboration. Obviously, it has $10 more for the collaboration, and in terms of that, I don't recommend it. But I don't recommend it because of the fact that these parts are parts that you could basically get somewhere else if you really want these parts for any particular reason. I guess the only reason why you'd want these parts would be because of color coordination, color combos if you really wanted to. Like an all black and purple Beyblade or an all brown Beyblade or something like that. Then that would probably be the only way you could do that. But That's really up to you. But I'll go over my specific thoughts for every type of Beyblader, basically. So for competitive, who do I recommend this for? I don't recommend this for competitive at all. And I say that because you could basically get the parts from other places, and then you have just the fact that both of these Beyblades, I think at least Moff Gideon is off balance. But in general, all of these collaborations are known to be lighter than the originals, so that just makes it even worse competitively, even if they were balanced and everything, like perfectly balanced. So in terms of that, I don't really think that these Beyblades are even worth it competitively at all. And then for the people that want to play Beyblade for fun, I feel like this would be fun if you like Star Wars. So if you don't like Star Wars, I don't think this would appeal to you as much as it would if you do like Star Wars. So you'll probably have more fun if you like Star Wars, is what I'm trying to say. And then, but I guess fun really just is up to you overall. So that's up to you. And for a collector's value is also up to you. But for collectors, I recommend it if you like Star Wars, because of the fact that this is a Star Wars collaboration, and these things are really just meant to be on the shelf. So basically you buy it, you put it on your shelf, and then after you put it on the shelf, it just stays there. And that's about it. You don't really open it up. And then if you do open it up, you don't want to battle with them for the most part. But yeah, it's really just up to you by the end of it. But that concludes my unboxing / review for the Mandalorian and Moff Gideon 2-pack. Unfortunately, it seems like this video is still about 20 minutes. Either way, that concludes the video. So, like if you want, share if you want, and subscribe to become a legend in the making. See you next time, bye, and we are proven to be legendary. Stay legendary.